Used to be a lonely place up here, but it's not so bad anymore. I'd like especially to thank Helena, Fairy Princeton, CDT, Jesper, I Like Rocks Like a Lot, and Sky for your support on Patreon. It means the world to us that you listen to our tale and that you help it continue. Again, we thank you. You've chosen your track. What was it chosen for you? I don't know, neither do you. But you're here now, thanks to your new business partner. Daniel S. Dickens, they once called themselves. The devil, people call them now. The whistle of a train vanishes behind you. You walk your way through the shallow oceans, slow, guided by a lay-seeker. No wheels turn beneath you, moving at speeds not even the finest horse could match. And your guide stops often to rest. But the seeking comes easy, with her experienced eye. And with you, Kirit. What are you doing now? Where are you heading? She always liked that question. Where are you going now? Where are you heading? Wherever the winds take me, she once told me, laughing. This is about you. Where are you heading?
I'm sorry, the voice recognition. Who? Do I know?
Low.
Oh, okay. We're heading to the Phoenix Island to speak with Navain? Maybe work with? Maybe something worse. I don't know.
Something worse?
Maybe kill them, if it comes to that.
Why?
To be honest, I'm a bit lost. For power, I suppose, but that doesn't seem good enough. For survival, perhaps. Hopefully it doesn't come to that.
That's what they always say. Where we last left off, we were still on the move, walking through the oceans, along the border of Phoenix Island, trying to find a quieter place to enter beside the busy train station hub, where the devil dropped you off. Your party's a bit bigger than usual, with Jacques and Wiley and Nico all with you, but luckily at least Nico can pull her own weight as a former lay-seeker, especially with the help of Kirit and his mushrooms. It's almost a relaxed journey after what you've been experiencing as of late. You have about 3 days' journey. Before we left off, you were on your second day.
I feel like saying put in a mood, that doesn't accurately describe how she was feeling afterwards. But it doesn't not describe it.
Yeah, she was definitely put in a mood. I think she stays put in that mood for a bit afterwards. She doesn't let it distract her, but she's not particularly talkative. She openly eyes Ox with suspicion, more on watch for him than for creatures further out in the woods.
Virgil will give her a couple of hours to see if her mood will brighten at all, or at least give her time to cool off, and then he'll walk up next to her. Look, you don't have to agree with what we're doing, but we're not just doing it for no reason.
I'm sure that's true. It's not the sort of thing one does for no reason.
No. Whatever was done to us, to the shepherds, it's only a step along whatever it is the devil is planning. And they said till the earth. They mean to go further than the Shepherd's program ever did. And I don't think they care if they break the world in the process.
She looks to you and kind of has a smile on her face. I'm going to assume that that means something more to you than it does to me. I spent many years tilling the earth myself. But something in your face and voice speaks to something different.
I wouldn't wish what was done to us on anyone else. And if that's what they want to do, go about ripping people's souls out and tearing the stars from the sky. I'm not going to sit by and let that happen. And if it means we have to work with Nevane, so be it.
The smile fades, changes to something more thoughtful. She doesn't look upset as she keeps walking forward. Obviously, there is much I don't understand about any of this. I don't think I am in a place anymore where I can be trusted to get involved. Like I said, I just want to help Rowan get out. And I am not your commander, so your actions are yours alone. There is no need to report to me.
That's not what this is. I don't work for you anymore. That doesn't mean I don't value your opinion.
I don't think that you should come to me for an opinion. I don't know what's going on.
I hardly do myself.
You said there were others.
I can tell you about them, if you would like. Draw you pictures.
I still don't understand what you meant by that.
I can try to explain tonight. I know it's not the same, but I can tell you about them.
I would like that, yes.
Okay. And he'll just keep her quiet company as we go.
She carries on. I think once in a while, Kirit, she asks you to do that thing again. You get the impression it's not because she doesn't know where the ley line is. It's more that she's just amazed by the skill of it. It's not exactly a test. Like, she's not eyeing you critically. It sort of delights her. If you are willing.
Oh, yes.
Jacques stays close to Yuki and he travels like someone accustomed to doing this. Despite the lack of danger in the air, he seems fairly on alert. Wiley also, of course, remains at your side, Ox, clutching the dagger, but you all reach nightfall without any issue.
As we settle into camp, as the oceans feel a little bit safer here, with the campfire burning slow and steadily, Kian will take out their mandolin. They'll sit next to Jacques and sort of play a little bit as if they're trying to find the right tune. And once they find it, they'll stop. I was never someone who remembered lyrics so well. But I know you used to have a pretty good memory for them.
I think I have a decent memory for lyrics.
There was a song that you used to sing that, I didn't think too deep into it, but I think it might have been about the falcon, the star. And they'll play a little bit of the melody. It went something like this. Do you remember?
He listens quietly for a moment and gives a slow nod. Yes, I know that one.
Not to put you on the spot, but would you mind playing it?
I was born to be put on the spot. He smiles. And yeah, he picks up the banjo that's still sitting at his side at the campfire, and he starts to pick out the tune. And it takes him a moment to fall into it. Kind of feels like when a musician is called upon to play a song they know well but haven't played for years and years. Like he takes a moment to kind of get into it. And then he starts singing. He's not showboating. He's singing quietly, he's playing quietly, but you can all tell that there is whatever has happened to him, whatever has changed. Still magic in his voice. And Virgil, you hear Nico humming along, quietly, almost to herself, to a tune that's familiar to her. And when Jacques finishes the song, he looks like almost embarrassed for a second, and that's the one moment of showboating that you all see. A put upon shyness, and then he looks back to Yuki and... Is that the song you knew?
It's better than I remembered. As Jacques was playing that song, Kian would have reached into her pocket and held the stone. They are listening to the words and trying to connect as they hear this music to whatever is left of the falcon to see if they feel any response. They're hoping that the falcon is still there in some way and trying to pull that bit forward.
Roll. This feels wisdom based to me.
Does it have to be? But charisma.
It could be charisma.
Persuading.
Yeah. No, I think charisma could be.
Okay. Yeah. I like that better. It's a 7, which just only makes it a 13. I'm gonna save that inspiration. I'll let the 7-13 stand.
It's pretty. It picks up the light of your campfire. It's a small campfire, but you go light it.
Thank you.
There's sparkles in the light. Like it's looking back at you.
Did you write that song?
I need my Jacques dice for this. The corners of his mouth turn down a bit in this thoughtful frown. He looks down at the banjo like it's going to give him an answer. I don't think so. I think I heard it somewhere. Did I tell you I wrote it? He both did and didn't.
Okay.
He would deny it or confirm it, depending on who was asking and
Excellent.
end the day.
Okay, but if Kian continually asked.
He would say no. He didn't write it.
No, you didn't. You said you'd heard it somewhere. Just always thought it was a pretty song. But I never thought too much about it.
What are you thinking about?
We met her. The falcon.
He glances over to Marigold and back to you.
No. Not her. Although I think she was inspired. It's not a happy story, or... I think about her often.
He looks around the fire to all of you and back to Kian and sort of addresses the group. What do you mean you met? The falcon? The star? It's a story, is it not? And your faces are telling me something more, perhaps?
Well, do we want to go over the entire story, or just some of the technical details, or... It sounds crazy, but surely you've been around us long enough to know that I'm not fibbing you, to say that you can quite literally pull stars out of the sky. Are you familiar enough with that part?
Been around us long enough to know that we are crazy, in fact. But yeah, no, we did come across what seems to be the Falcon of Legend, captive in a cave outside Freya.
Wiley leans into you, Ox, and kind of murmurs under his breath, "Is this another one of the things I should not be hearing?"
Well, I think you've already heard a bit now, so...
You are now wanted by the FBI.
Sure, but I could not hear anything more if you think that's for the best.
Yeah, it might be just to protect yourself.
He stands up, and before you can protest Virgil, sensing that that's what you're about to do, Nico stands up as well. And looks to Wiley and gestures. We should probably lower this quiet. Take a watch, check the perimeter.
Will you take Blossom with you?
She nods. Looks to Blossom. And Blossom just pads after the both of them. Wiley glances back at you, Ox, and looks more nervous than he did being prepared to go alone.
Yeah, Ox definitely returns the look.
Oh, that's comforting.
Yeah, they vanish into the woods. Never to be seen or heard
Stop.
of again.
Stop it.
Jacques looks a little bit more nervous, but does not stand up.
I don't know if I'm ready to talk about all of it, but I mean, you saw the place in somewhere.
I did, yes.
They had a star there once too.
I'm not going to pretend I fully understand this, but it does not sound too different from some of the business Scarlett was interested in. I just did not think she was being so literal. When she mentions the stars having power or tearing them from the sky, things like that make a pretty metaphor. But I am assuming you do not mean this metaphorically.
No.
I suppose it helps that they don't look like stars here. They seem to. Okay, not seem to. They manifest as, are not correlated to celestials.
So you killed a celestial being?
I didn't mention that part on accident, did I?
Keen gets up and they just walk to the outskirts of camp. Walks about 10 feet away and just kind of stands, their back turned to the group. They're holding tightly on the stone in one hand.
It was that, or let it destroy Freya.
He leans back, raises his hands in the air. I am not here to judge you for what you have done. I have done what had to be done in the past. It's not always pretty. If this is not something you want to tell me, you don't have to. You have told me some of it. I suspect you have told me the worst part, but you don't have to say more if you don't want to. It's impressive that you managed to do this.
It was a lot less climactic than it sounds.
Should we change the subject? And without even waiting for an answer. Oh god, the only other subject change is also kind of dour. Not that it's any brighter of a topic, but Ox, you've been a little quiet the last day or so, or are you doing okay? I mean, it's okay if you're not, but if there is anything that we can do.
I appreciate it. I've definitely been feeling out of sorts. I think I just need some time to get used to the way things are and accepting them as they are.
Yeah, we can give you time. Take whatever you need.
I don't want to push, but what do you mean by that? The accepting the way things are?
I remembered a lot of things after we captured Scar. Things are definitely different than how I've described them in the past.
I see. Well then, in that case, no need to push yourself whenever you're ready. If at all, I suppose you don't really have to share if you don't want to. It's complicated. I mean, I don't know. I can't really imagine anything that you'd remember that would make me change my entire opinion of you, is what I'm saying. So, if that was a concern, I just want to dash that before it comes up or even tries to take root in your mind.
I appreciate it, Henry. I guess it's my own opinion of myself that's changed.
And that's the hardest opinion to grapple with of all. I understand. So, once we get into dawning, we did say we were going to stay at someplace, right? Someplace nicer than, I don't know, someone's basement.
Is that a requirement?
No. I've been sleeping outside this entire time, just fine. However,
And we're all very impressed.
his hands are sassily upon his hips for Henry. But Henry will take that bait every goddamn time.
And that's why Virgil keeps doing it. I just need you to know.
Master fisherman. Henry's the dumbest fish. He's a koi.
And he's really pretty.
Well, no. I'm just curious. There are basements out there that are definitely worse than the outdoors. So, think of Ox. We couldn't go into a spider-infested basement.
You're right. I wasn't thinking of Ox.
I mean, we don't have to have decided now. I was just curious.
We'll probably need to lay low, right?
The thing is, I don't really know anyone who likes me in Dawning so much. That wouldn't be laying low aside from a dusty basement. So I don't know that I can do anything here.
Or I suppose we could go directly to Nevane.
Let's maybe start with finding Wiley a safe place with probably Dalen and Dimitri, and if we can't find suitable lodging along that way, then yeah, we can go straight to the top. They have rather cushy jail cells, I find, in Donning, so that should do.
Maybe if there were hackles that were raised, Henry was not aware, because a thought had crossed his mind upon hearing that from Virgil, but he's considered not saying it. I think meeting with Dalen and Dimitri, that sounds like a good plan.
Okay, sorry, does it, bother you when I do that?
Do what?
Give you shit?
No. I know that sounds apprehensive. I mean,
A bit.
It's not the giving me shit part that I don't like, because it's not you, it's me. But in the sense that it makes me think about what I'm saying, and then I have to. Usually I'm more comfortable with what I'm saying, is what I mean. And this feels very public. I don't know very much. So you can go ahead. I think I'm getting better at handling it, so.
You know, it is okay to be you. You can punch back. I'm not going to hate you for it. It's meant to be more of a friendly thing. I can stop.
I can punch harder.
I'd like to see you try.
Jacques leans over to you, Kian. There's a lot I don't understand here. I thought that the cowboy and the rich boy sort of had a thing going on, but do these two also...
Well, they would make an interesting couple. No, the thing is, Virgil was very, very taken.
Virgil's partner should probably look out. Is what I'm saying.
Maybe it's nice to feel wanted.
You had your chance. That's true. Anyway,
And maybe I took it. No one will ever know.
Jacques looks back to you two. Sorry, keep going.
No, I think we just about wrapped it up, actually.
Yeah, punches don't hit as hard when you know they're coming.
Yeah, usually from you it's arrows, actually.
Okay, I know that I started this whole thing with such a downer conversation, but I think maybe we can try. Tina's just obviously looking through their bag. They pull out like a pack of cards. I don't know how to play very well, but
Do you want to lose money tonight? I can teach you a new game.
Or you could start with Go Fish.
We can't do fish.
maybe play a round or two.
I don't have any money, is that okay?
Do you want me to spot you, or do you want
Maybe
to
just a friendly game. I also don't have a lot.
You could like use, There's leaves on those trees.
See,
Money.
now's the part where someone is like, well, just like take off your shirt.
I mean,
Rip poker.
Strip go fish, anyone?
I've always loved playing a good game of strip go fish. I think
Are we playing strip go fish?
we are.
Alright.
Cold outside.
I wear a lot of layers, so.
And win.
Okay.
Let's have
How does strip
everyone.
go fish even work?
I don't know. I actually.
We'll let Kian make the rules.
Let's have everyone roll a d20.
Kian makes
I
the
feel like
rules
if you-
and is trying to get
Kian's changing the rules every round.
to have a little less close.
2 for Ox.
4 for me.
Okay.
9.
It's just a straight roll, right?
15.
Also 9.
You're cheating.
9. I was gonna say, this is how many articles of clothing you have to take off. A gauntlet counts. An earring counts.
Never. What the hey, what the fuck?
You know,
Back off, Dad.
Ox, just out of curiosity, which 2 items do you take off?
Definitely not the boots.
Do you
Boots-
take off your pants but not your boots?
His shirt. Maybe he
Well,
takes
you've
off
got a little
his outer
handkerchief.
shirt and his undershirt.
Tits out.
Tits out.
Keen, you got 15. Jacques
Yeah.
got 13. I'm assuming that those of you in the 9 range took off your shirt before taking off your pants. Is that true?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Virgil just goes for the greaves and gauntlets like a little bitch.
Yeah.
Like head down. So like necklace, bandolier.
Nico and Wiley return after a good 20-30 minutes of walking the perimeter, and their arrival is announced by a heavy sigh from Nico.
Do you want to join?
I think I might be a bit old for this, but I can go take perimeter again, should you wish.
Thought it'd be rude if we didn't offer.
She laughs and shakes her head. I won't look, you can keep playing, and she walks back out into the woods.
That is because if she played, she would beat us all.
I bet that's true.
Nico's a card shark.
Can disguise self do clothes.
You made a good point, and I
Can you
forgot that
pretend
Kian
clothes?
is Ree. And so I think that Kian has a lot more articles of clothing. And I do think at one point you do see them like snap. They have more undergarments than they did just
There's no way that
Just-
petticoat fit under that silhouette. I would know. I've worn one.
I'll probably be naked eventually, it's fine.
Oh, no, what a shame.
Okay.
Bree and Jacques are both pretty much naked once you get to the boxers.
I mean, I think we've had a pretty good run of it.
Yeah, if I have to take off anything more, I'll have to unattune from it, so...
Don't do that out here.
Why don't we call it here then?
Let's.
Well, congratulations, Ox.
You don't have to sound like you hated it so much.
I just don't want to take off any more clothes. I'm fucking cold, okay? I'm sorry.
I do feel like now is a good time for me to tell you all that I actually have a shit ton of money. If you want, it sounds like you are broke,
It's nothing new.
but for the next game, we can use coin.
Or we could stay in a really nice place when we're in Dunning. Now we've got money.
If you have friends in Dunning that can hide you in a trustworthy manner, I think you should probably go that way instead of... I meant more for helping you along the way.
Are you spoiled from when we stayed in Dawning the last time?
Your towels had towels. I didn't understand that part. There were like so many different sizes of towel.
There were also a lot of different sizes of silverware.
Yeah, the amount of spoons is ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's just like, why do you need that many? Like one's strictly for soup?
What? Of course one is strictly for soup. You're not going to use a dessert spoon. That little tiny spoon, how are you going to get any soup in that?
I mean, how do you get any dessert in that?
That's what I'm saying.
Well, you don't need a lot of dessert. Do you just eat your dessert in one bite like a heathen?
You
No,
have
that's why you have the spoon.
you have tiny little noble cakes. They are so small.
You're supposed to enjoy the experience slowly rather than have the volume to... scarf down without a care.
I would actually like to enjoy the flavor for, a little bit longer than one bite.
You could get it order a second one.
So can I put my clothes back on?
Yeah, you can.
And with that, you're all free to go to sleep.
Virgil will stay up a bit later and draw out portraits of the shepherds to the best of his memory.
Ox will take the third walk.
Maybe second watch, because Keen's not really sleeping anyway. And they'll wait until it's quiet. They hold the stone in between their palms, in between the two stars. I just want to know that some part of you is still there. I don't know. I know I've said I'm sorry before. I know we had to. But I don't know if it's worse to imagine that you're still in this stone, being able to hear what I'm saying. If you really don't exist anymore, I just need to know either way. Can you answer? They kind of talk like this for as long as it takes. So what does a nat 1 get me?
Oh,
I mean, it gets you just your own voice go back in your head. When you look back at your hands, did you look like Kian for this? Because you said between the stars, but I don't know if you literally could see them.
Keen still looks like Bree.
Then never mind.
Oh.
Virgil's on a watch.
he'll probably take
Switching.
first because he was staying up.
Virgil, will you roll a perception check, please?
As myself or as Blossom?
As yourself.
Myself.
I guess both, if you have Blossom being on.
Okay. Well, for me, it's a 17. For Blossom, it's a 19.
Both of you catch a small glow of light, sort of greenish gold, coming from the direction of Nico's bedroll. Just for a second, a spell is cast. And you hear a whisper. She's speaking to someone.
Can I hear what she's saying?
You got a 19.
As my get.
It's a very short message. I don't think you can catch the entire thing. It's like she's finished by the time you kind of realize that she's casting something. But let's see you pick up the word now.
I don't know what to do about that.
You don't have to do anything.
You're right. I don't. Maybe it's just Keo. She's like, we're on our way right now. I will hold on to that.
And then last watch is off.
Mhm.
Jacques sits next to you.
Hmm.
And looks almost embarrassed for a second. Do you mind some company, or?
No, I don't mind any company.
Good. I don't need to sleep that much. Awkwardly sits back and looks out like he's working really hard on the watch, but is clearly very distracted. Can I ask you something?
Ox takes a long drag from his cigarette before saying, "Yeah."
Don't worry, I'm not going to make you spill your secrets. I guess I'm going to ask you to spill mine. If I understand correctly, I knew you and the rest of you before we met with Scar.
Yeah, not for long, but briefly.
The conversation about the Falcon, it seemed a bit tense, and Kian especially. Or was that the events? Is that why our groups became separated? That does not make sense, right?
No, everything was sort of weird for a little while.
That
You were...
seems to be the case with you all.
Yeah, typically. you were in somewhere, and as I understand it, you were also turned into the authorities and shipped off to Paradise Prison for a little bit. We made a deal to go get you out, and when we did, we weren't entirely convinced it was you. And after that is when we got separated, and then the next time we saw each other was after you had been hanging around with Scar and your memories had left you.
So I was pissed at you because you got me out of prison?
At me specifically, or the group?
I sort of get, this could be entirely incorrect, but I sort of get the impression that you are not particularly pissed at me. Or, how can I say this? I get the vibe that there is no particular baggage, one way or another, between the two of us, which I hope is true. If not, that is very awkward, but listen, I don't remember, so you cannot blame me. I guess, if I'm being honest, I'm asking about Kian in particular. Why it happened, why should I be angry that you broke me out of prison? That seems like a favor to me. Also, maybe you don't even know, and this is just, I am just embarrassing myself. So, the floor is yours.
Save him.
Ops
doesn't know how to save him.
Throw him a life
Save
preserver.
Paul.
I mean, I don't feel any particular bad blood between the two of us. When we first met, it seemed like you didn't really like me because you mistook me for my sister, and that was mostly it.
So I knew Scarlett.
Yeah, you and Scar were performing in somewhere, and I know it wasn't Kian, it was their celestial friend. I don't know if you remember the name Aelin or not.
Does not ring a bell, no?
Probably for the better. Aelin disguised himself as Kian and got you arrested in somewhere.
So it was just a misunderstanding. He gives this half-hearted shrug. It's just sort of a strange dynamic. I'm not sure what is okay for me to ask about and what will cause more trouble than it's worth to discuss. It seems like many questions end up loaded.
Yeah, I can understand that. If I had much more to tell you, I would. I think Kian might be one of the only ones. Maybe Ophelia.
Who's Ophelia?
She's another close friend of yours.
Well, if things work out with this group, maybe I can find her someday.
I think she'd be happy to see you again.
I appreciate you talking to me. Sorry, I know you are on watch, and it is probably a strange sort of conversation, but
I don't mind.
you said, and I'm not going to make you talk about it, but you said since leaving Little somewhere, you remember some things.
Yeah.
I started to suspect maybe she actually had something to do with why I don't remember anything. And this is sort of a shot in the dark kind of ask, but you can't, give me my memories back, can you? Is that something, did you find yourself in possession of some thoughts or memories that are not yours that you can just sort of transfer over. Roll a wisdom check. A natural one. With a natural one, it's that sort of frustrating experience where you feel like there should be something, and then when you actually try to figure out what it is, you come up with nothing. Like knowing you had a dream and then forgetting it when you try to explain it.
I wish I did, but there's nothing really new up there.
That's alright, don't apologize. It adds to the excitement to not know what the hell is going on.
It is comforting to know what's going on, though. Ox will untuck the locket from inside his shirt and open it up.
Are you checking your reflection?
Yeah, because it does only look like Ox in there, doesn't it?
It does.
Ox will look at his reflection, and I think strangely enough, he'll ask, can you answer any questions from in there?
Who wants to know?
Well, I suppose a friend from your group. Do you have any of Jacques' memories?
No.
Would you know anything about trying to get him back?
You have to go pay Vivian a visit.
Can Jacques hear any of this? I mean, other than Ox. I know he can hear Ox, but...
It doesn't look like it. He's just looking back out over the dark woods.
Ox will nod. Thanks. And then he'll tuck the locket back into his shirt. I did ask her,
Sorry, you what?
Scar, if she had any of your memories.
Like just now? Like you asked her just now? Like
Yeah.
you asked her and she talked to Beck?
Yeah, like from the locket where we put her.
Alright.
She doesn't have them. At least not yours. She said we'd have to ask Vivian.
I guess it's good to know she wasn't at least that bad. Sorry, I know you all sort of hate her. Maybe I shouldn't say that. Just kidding. Thank you for asking. Don't do that again if you think it is potentially a bad idea for you.
I'm sorry I don't have more information for you.
No, that was perfect. Do you want company, or do you prefer to take your watch alone?
I kind of like the company, if you don't mind staying.
No, of course not.
And Ox will light another cigarette.
And you take your third watch. And the night is fairly peaceful. Nothing raises any alarms for the rest of the morning. Who wants to control the weather? You're gonna roll a dice about it. Roll a d4.
Okay. 3.
You wake to a drizzly gray sort of morning. So sorry.
Virgil immediately makes a grumpy face.
The fire is more of a moldering little wooden circle in the ground at this point. Nico is quick to sort of take the lead and start packing up your camp and get going.
While that's going on, Virgil will take just a moment and try to salvage the fire for maybe 5 more minutes of warmth, realize it's fruitless, give up, and sit down for his morning meditations, and then realize something. And for the next maybe 5-10 minutes, he'll sit there with his nose bleeding, with the flaming sword in his lap, just softly glowing blue and white.
It's warm.
Before we pack up camp, Kirian is also gonna sit there for a minute and ritually cast Speak with Animals.
Okay.
I want to ask the crow some things. Sorry, I did not warn you about that.
You don't
but
have
it felt
to
like a
warn
moment
me.
to do that.
Can you now
Can you-
speak to
Oh.
every single animal?
Yeah, can you just say hi to every other animal just so we can hear their
I
voices?
could.
Once you start packing up, Ox the crow lands on your shoulder, but it's not always on Ox. Sometimes it's flying around, sometimes it vanishes for a little bit and reappears not too long later. As you're all, eating, it manages to grab some scraps if you let it and hangs on Ox's shoulder.
Yeah, Ox always gives little scraps for the crow.
Excellent.
It would be rude not to.
So we killed Scar,
Yes!
kind of.
Yes!
So sorry. The way it said yes.
Slay girl.
Slay!
Slay's guard.
Slay Scar!
I don't know where I was going from here, man. Carrot will pull out a book that they got from the haven in the desert that flooded, and will flip open to a page with a sketch of coins, some of which we've gathered, but he doesn't have any in his bag. And we'll try and show it to the crow.
Crow's attention is immediately diverted to the book, tilts its head, and then pecks at the coin, pecks at the coin again, grabs at the paper and shakes it a bit.
Do you remember this shiny?
Yes,
Where have you seen it before?
it looks to Ox. And back to you. Ox and N.
Did N have one?
Yes.
Hmm.
Where?
Where?
Where? It taps at the book again.
Ox, do you still have any coins from the special coins? From the slot machine things?
Yeah, no, Ox would actually keep it in his pocket. He'll dig around in there and present the coin to Curate.
The crow immediately flies over to land on your arm that's holding out the coin. And it just looks at it. It pecks at it gently. And looks to Curate. And it settles its ruffled feathers.
I wish I could remember what I was trying to gain from this when I wrote it down.
What did you write?
Crow recognized slot coins? So yeah. I think we had kind of already learned. Well, I suppose while I have the spell up, how's it going, Delilah?
I haven't thought about what she sounds.
Do you want a moment to think about it?
Yeah.
Is there another animal that you need to talk to?
Is there?
Miracle.
You want Marigold?
Yeah, I want to know her voice so bad.
What's up, Marigold?
Marigold was sitting on your shoulder, Kian, and sleepily, head tucked beneath her wing, very relaxed. And then, as soon as you speak, immediately she straightens up and turns towards you. Oh. Wow.
She's a falcon right now, right?
Yeah.
Hello. Oh my god. She sounds like a small child from Iceland. I love it.
Specific.
No, but No.
The sky.
Oh, she's funny.
Sky?
Oh, she's
You asked her what's up.
Get fucking gone.
She got me. It's sorry, it's a turn of phrase that probably doesn't translate that well.
She walks in turns in a little circle on Kian's shoulder.
Oh no.
You have a lovely voice.
Oh, you too.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
She thought that Kian's one brain cell was a seed one day, and she fucking ate that, and it's gone.
Do you know Ellen?
I've met them.
Are you friends?
I'm friends with Kian.
Oh! And she turns in a circle again. I understand. And then she looks to Virgil. Hello, Virgil.
So I just
Hello?
see
Hello?
a falcon looking at me and cooing.
And cooing, yeah.
Hello.
Hello?
What is happening?
What's up?
He just looks at you with his
What's
nose
up?
bleeding.
What's up?
She's asking you what's up.
The sky. Yes.
He can't understand you, unfortunately.
Oh, Virgil's not Keen's friend.
What is she saying?
No, they are friends. I just can talk to animals
Oh.
sometimes.
Oh. Are you talking to her? I know what she's saying. What's she saying? What is she saying?
Nothing, basically. We're just sort of trying to interact.
Like-
It's
like
quite
she's-
difficult.
What do you mean?
I had to explain what's up to her, and which is fair.
Well, she should know what.
She seems
What's
a little
up?
confused.
Keen just points.
Yeah.
Kieran,
Yes.
can you talk to people?
Yes.
Tell them hello.
Oh, she says hello. She says to tell you hello.
Tell them thank you
And
very much.
And she says thank you very much.
Oh, hi, Marigold. You're welcome, and thank you for looking after us, and for looking after Kian. Was that good? Can she understand me? You're just kind of staring at me.
You can understand him, right?
I don't know what to make of that.
Honestly, I don't either. She just cooed. Like, it didn't...
Oh,
A falcon.
okay. He just turns to look at Blossom like, you're not like that, are you? Are you? He just like cups both sides of her big head and kind of like squishes her cheeks a bit and is like, I feel like, when we have conversations, like I can't understand you, but there is something behind your eyes.
I don't
Blossom
know.
blinks.
I don't know what you're trying to imply there. There's lots happening.
I have beautiful eyes.
She says she has beautiful eyes.
She does.
She does.
It doesn't seem to be an issue of speed of thought. Just sort of, the train of thought is perhaps a little more winding than ours.
Can you ask her if she needs anything? I'm glad you're doing all right.
She just eats a bug.
She pecks at your cheek very gently. And Keen, you're like sort of tuned into Marigold, right?
Yeah.
Suddenly you are not tuned into Marigold anymore. And she looks back to Kirit.
I miss Kian.
What does that mean? Keen's right here.
She pecks, again gently, harmlessly, at Kian's ears and flutters up, lands on your head, Kian, and pecks at the horns.
Oh, you mean what they used to look like? Marigold says that she misses, I guess your old body, the way you used to be.
Oh. I think now Keen will try to tune in to her.
You can.
I can't right now look like that. But I can when we're in a safe place.
She looks to Kirit.
Nowhere is safe.
What does she know?
Kira looks disturbed
Oh god.
and does not relay that message.
Can you tell Blossom she's very beautiful and I love her?
Oh, of course. Blossom, Virgil says you are very beautiful and that he loves you.
She purrs and slow blinks at you and slow blinks at Virgil.
He slow blinks back.
That's very kind of you to say.
She says that's very kind of you to say.
He bonks her forehead with his, and that's all.
I don't mean to leave you out, Delilah. You are also very wonderful and beautiful.
Unexpected.
Well, you know how Henry can speak to you?
Yeah. But you're not Henry.
That's true. That's very true. But I can also speak to animals, like Henry can.
Yes. Do appreciate compliments. And pets. She's walked closer to Kian. Sorry, Kira.
Kira will happily oblige in giving her some behind-the-ear scritchies.
Which does get a little tail wag. Thank you.
You're safe.
This is haunting.
Yeah.
I'm actually no longer mentally ill.
We're surrounded by such wonderful creatures.
Yeah, I've been cured.
Slide. Slide.
With that, you all take off again. Not long after you begin your journey onwards, Virgil, Nico does stop to take a short rest, and she looks over at you and at the previously flaming sword that is now at your side and back to you. When did that happen?
Yeah, so, within the last week. Pretty new.
Is it the same as Rowan's?
I don't know. All of us, we're shepherds, but I don't think we ever quite understood how it felt for each of us. I don't know how this felt for him. He described it as sort of like a never-ending summer's day, like on the edge of too hot, always. This is... And I don't know if it's because I've been cold for so long that I don't remember what it feels like not to be, but it's sort of like... when your legs fall asleep and you get up and it sort of feels like pins and needles. It's sort of like that, but all over. I can still feel the cold beyond it, but it is like it's more distant. I can't say if I had had this during my banishment, those 2 winters would not have been so hard.
She has a pinched expression. Just be careful.
I will be.
You don't want it to go too far.
No, I understood that. I still do.
Good. Let's keep moving. And she carries on. Are there any more walking talkings that you all want to get out before you arrive to Phoenix Island?
So sometime throughout the day, while they're walking, Kian is usually like middle of the line.
Yeah. Probably close to where Jock is in line. I think nearing the back or middle.
Not too long after we start off, Henry will fall back a little bit in line to keep pace around Kian. So, Bree, if I may, for a moment, I wanted to drop by to, first off, I apologize for last night, for bringing up the, he gestures kind of towards the sky.
Oh, no, it's okay. I have a hard time talking about it.
Would you prefer if it not get brought up at all in the future?
No, that's not it. I keep thinking that I've come to terms with what we did, and every time I'm there, and I actually think about it, I realize I'm not ready. But that's just me. I don't think it should be a taboo subject at all. I think we need to talk about it. Right?
Well, not at the expense of your comfort or mental well-being or, I don't know, sanity. Also, I don't think you have to come to terms with it if you don't want to. I mean, if you want to, by all means go for it, but...
Well, it happened, didn't it? think I kind of have to. Eventually. It's okay. It's okay to bring her up. And I mean this lovingly. Perhaps if we could be a little softer on the blow of the whole, what we did. That was bad wording.
I understand. Tact is not, well...
Sometimes it can be.
It depends on the situation. My parents were more about tactics rather than, social tact.
I was a bit, I felt a bit put on the spot last night. Kind of by myself, honestly. Didn't realise that I was going to talk about it until I did. But that's not on you. Keen looks over to Jacques. Is he paying attention?
Yeah.
I mean, I think it'd be good for you, for Jacques to know what happened eventually. I don't know. Thank you. We're all good.
Okay, thank you as well for the express statement.
Seriously, well, actually, never mind. You weren't the one who wanted to go fish.
Ox wiped the floor with us, in my personal opinion.
Yeah.
Maybe he just... Yeah. Maybe.
Inside check.
I don't know where he's going with this one.
Kian, especially because it is a cool, drizzly gray, and Henry is already a much brighter yellow than the surrounding area, it is more clear that there is a bit of a blush when he says that.
Oh.
You hear Jacques murmur to himself, and
Keen leans in. Henry, do you have a little bit of a crush?
I mean, I don't want to push anything. I mean, the end situation was like, we were so close when we first met. I
don't think you have to push anything. Truly.
We had a conversation about being friends. Did I miss something? It's a lot easier to read people for one night stand than it is to read people for wanting to also keep long-term friendship.
Okay, all I'm saying is that I would be surprised if, I just think you might as well give it a shot. That's all I'm saying. Something about missing all the shots you don't take. Is that? Yeah, that's how it goes.
That is how it works as well. I appreciate the insight. You always seem on top of reading people.
Kian visibly pranes at this.
I'm going insane.
You're going insane?
Yeah, this episode has it all. So true.
Yeah.
Henry goes off to relive every single moment he's ever had with Alex.
Yeah, they're walking, great time for thinking, you know?
Mm-hmm.
He'll leave Kian with his preening, that takes a while, so...
Kian's over to Jock. Henry thought that I'm good at reading people. Is that...
Roll an insight check.
Do I get advantage?
Yeah.
I'm 17.
What am I thinking right now? And you look at his face. It's just a complete blank slate.
That I'm really pretty.
Gives a little shrug and a little nod. That is not a lie.
Exactly.
But I think that is cheating because that is what everyone thinks.
I wish the listeners could hear the amount of hair tucks like we do. Oh.
Both as this tiefling and as yourself. And Jacques keeps going. So, your day carries on in thoughtful silence. Luckily for you, you have a lay seeker to keep you on track while you lose yourself in gay thoughts. Finally, on the third day of your trip, Nico turns towards the low wall that surrounds Phoenix Island and keeps going. Doesn't turn away. It's still on the other side. It looks pretty much the same as where you are now. It's still a wooded area. The wall's about Wiley height. It's about 7 feet tall. It's made of stone. You don't see any guards anywhere. But she walks up to it as if there's a door right here, as if there's some sort of sign. And she looks to the left and looks to the right and nods, satisfied. This should be a good enough place as any. It's the furthest point between any cities or towns. There are usually not eyes on this place.
And do you think the Phoenix will know the moment we cross over?
I don't know. I don't think so. Not the way we are going to cross.
And what way is that?
Yeah, she points down to the earth. Most decent islands have secret entrances.
Virgil just looks at her like she hung the stars in the sky.
Keen also.
And how does this one work?
She takes out a medallion from her pocket. It's on a chain. She's not wearing it around her neck. And on it you see engraved, sort of roughly, the compass rose-esque symbol of a lay seeker. And she holds it in one hand and looks around the stones, muttering to herself a bit. I hear this. And she presses it to one of the stones. And for a moment nothing happens, and she kind of frowns and then moves it to the stone next to it. You can feel a slight shaking in the earth beneath you as a tunnel starts to open up. A bit, unfortunately, similar to the rifts in the earth that opened back at the at the dome.
Shit!
But much smaller. You find yourself facing a tunnel entrance that's similar to the one that you entered somewhere with Scar. Nico gestures to the rough-hewn steps. Look like they haven't been swept in a long time.
Okay then. Virgil will go first. And he'll cast light on his sword to sort of illuminate the passage.
Keen will offer a calm emotions to Ox.
Ox will gladly accept it.
We won't be underground for long,
Especially if we move quickly.
so there's no need to waste your magic on it. She steps in as well.
Henry's behind her.
I think Keen will try to sleight of hand. Calm emotions.
Well,
too.
I assumed you already cast it. You head underground. This does look like it is truly unused. And with Scar, it was clearly being used to smuggle. Like, there were boxes down there. There was alcohol down there. This place is empty except for a few cobwebs and some emptied, moldering crates here and there. There are a few forks in this passageway as well. She walks down them like it's familiar, and before long, you are back above ground again. It's a relief to breathe the air here, despite the shallowness of the oceans. And she stops a few paces away from the exit of this passageway. Is this where we part then? You're going to Dunning?
Yeah, that's the plan. What path are you taking?
I'm not sure I should tell you that.
Surely, probably for the best if you didn't.
I agree.
Is, there anything you need before you go?
No.
Well, be safe and good luck.
And thank you for your guidance.
I was happy to give it. Remember what I told you?
The part where you said not to get involved, or the part where you said not to go too far? All of it?
Part where I said, no matter what you hear, I need you to trust that I have a plan. And it is to help Rowan. Lavaine has made it clear that they are willing to use him and use you to get what they want. So, in that regard, whether you are working for or against them, I ask that you trust me in this, and not them.
I do. Will you let him know I am waiting for him this time? I know it's not beyond the border, but I am waiting.
You can tell him yourself, can't you?
Yeah, I can. Will you give him something for me?
She nods.
He hugs her.
She staggers back. She's surprised at first. And then hugs Virgil in return.
I do trust you. Be safe. Oh, I made these for you, and he'll pull back, and he'll pull out. It will be 6 portraits. Yeah, he'll include one of Rowan as well. So all of them except for himself. And on each one, it's a simple like bust shot of what their faces looked like. And there's little notes on the papers, on the fronts, on the backs, just little tidbits of things about each one of them, little moments that happened. I can tell you more when we have a chance to talk again, but I thought they might want to go with you. And he's written each of their names.
She stares at these drawings. And it's clear it's bothering her. You were saying these people were our shepherds.
They were our shepherds.
She doesn't say anything more. She folds it very carefully, tucks it away.
You had, 7 earrings in your ear. One for each of us. Nevane might have taken them, but the imprint is still there.
Right. Right. I wish you all luck.
Thank you.
Take care of each other.
Of course.
Same to you.
I hope we'll meet again someday in better circumstances.
We will.
She looks at Ox.
Thanks for all your help.
Roll a persuasion check.
14.
At first, she seems expressionless. And then she just gives you a nod that feels respectful. And she turns and walks back to the passageway beneath you. And you are all left in the middle of the woods.
Shall I message Dalen and Dimitri? Is that where we want to start?
Oh, yeah, it'll be some travel time yet, but yeah, maybe give them a warning.
How far are we from dawning?
3 days.
Yeah.
You'd probably be a little bit faster without Nico.
Yeah.
And without having to lay seek.
Okay, now that we're in somewhat of a safe place, I've got a couple of messages to catch up on, but just gonna send those real fast. They'll reach out to Ophelia first. Ophelia, we're safe. We're in Phoenix Island again, traveling. Miss you a lot. Also got someone I'd like you to meet sometime soon, whenever it makes sense.
It's good to hear from you. That's quite mysterious, but hopefully a fun surprise. So, Errol left. Thought you should know that. It's very good to hear you.
Oh. Okay, I'm gonna write that in my notes for later. Who do I message? Dalen.
Pick a dad.
You
That was
answered that really fast.
okay.
Keen loves them both, but like Dalen's approachable and music. Hello, it's Bree. Hello, it's Bree. We are 2 days away from dawning. Sorry, I'm saying this in the longest way possible. Hoping to meet, if you can, have someone who needs help. Doing well?
At 6 p.m., 2 days from now, meet us. And there's a quick pause. And just before the spell fades away. Outside the north gate to dawning, you'll know where we are. Be especially careful. The posters are everywhere.
Oh no. No. This time I didn't do it!
And that is where we'll end our session for tonight.
I'm innocent! This time.
Rails and stakes and wood. You've been building up a railroad like it'll do you any good. When that train is on the tracks, we can put all this at our backs.
Will you give him something for me?
She nods.
He hugs her.
Shut up. Shut up.
Make
That's
me.
beautiful.